and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So SMU's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a season year two. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Looking to pass, it's McLaurin. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Mustangs are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They just keep firing. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They reached the national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Going to the ground. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Back to work. They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Right back to him on the ground. Sweet cut there. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you can tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The inside handoff. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. To the air, it's McLaurin. Wide open downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Mustangs have this offense rolling.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
No-huddle offense to the line. For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise.
Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking the field?
The Mustangs will go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now on comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Now he's going to break the pocket. The short hands, it's Duarte. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle. It's Rivera. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give him the big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Got a man. And he'll go out of bounds just short the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense, executing that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And on that note, time to... back to our guys at the stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Hey Siri, call SNFL Kevin.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Hands it off. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a man. It's McLaurin. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Handoff to the single running back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 7, 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Well, that's one of those as a quarterback. You're out on the perimeter of the field. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. You think you can fit it in there, but, man, you've got a lot of speed. Next time you're in that position, you might just decide to take off because you might just go screw.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take a shot. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's McLaurin. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running. Thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
LSU trying to convert a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands clean on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse